Hello and welcome back to Film Live at NAB 2016. I'm here on the Livestream stand to look at a really interesting little cool product, the Mevo Camera. A single 4K camera that has the ability to split up into multiple angles and give you a multi-camera mix from one tiny little camera controlled by an iPhone or an iPad. But here to tell us a little bit more about it is Jesse. Hi Jesse, how you doing?
Good morning, how are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you. So tell me a little bit about what we've got here, this tiny little camera that you've got in your hand.
So I think you set it up nicely. Mevo is a little 2.5-inch 4K camera. It pairs with an iPhone app, and from that iPhone app you can simulate a multi-camera production all from one little camera. You can actually have up to 9 shots programmed on your phone that you can cut and switch between live.
So I see what we've got just at the back here, which is what looks like effectively a mic stand.
Exactly.
With the camera perched on top. It's a very minimalist setup, and you could take that to an event, set that up, or a little podcast, TV show, that kind of thing. And with not that much equipment, be able to do a live production.
That's right. The camera is designed to be very small and stealthy. It is designed to go on a microphone stand so that it doesn't interfere with the audience. But the camera is designed to be right on stage, just like a microphone. And that proximity, being 2-3 meters away from the subject, ensures that you have high video fidelity and high audio fidelity.
So what kind of people would be using something like this?
There's 3 customers that we're focused on. So number 1 is businesses. They're using the camera for keynote speeches, panel discussions, press conferences, product launches, town hall meetings. Number 2 is any staged event. The camera is designed to go right on stage, so performing arts, music, dance, comedy, etc. And then number 3, every time we show the camera to somebody, they always ask, well, can I use it to shoot my kids? And the answer is, of course. So piano recitals, school play, taekwondo belt test, little league baseball, those are the use cases. And then the last one is weddings. Nobody wants a video camera next to the bride and groom, but you can put this right up there with the bride and groom and capture the wedding beautifully.
So tell me a little bit about the interface that we've got here. How do you control it? I had a little play with it before and it looks super simple to use.
Sure, so let me show you a few things. So here on the iPad is the output. This is what you'd be seeing on Facebook Live or on Livestream or wherever you're choosing to stream your event. Here on the iPhone is your production app, how you control things. And the iPhone will always show you everything that the camera sees. So you see a full 150-degree field of view here on the iPhone. And then just by tapping on your face, I can crop a virtual camera from that full field of view, and I can do a close-up on you, I can tap on my face and do a close-up on me, and I can cut wide. So even there's a very simple 3-camera shot. Tight shot on you, tight shot on me, and a wide shot, and it's literally just a touch. Cut 1, cut 2, and cut wide. And you can do as many shots as you want just by touching on the screen. Now if I come here to the settings and I turn on face detection, I can come out here to my producer screen, and if I look at the camera, you'll see in a second it will identify me, it will identify you, and it will identify all the people walking past behind us because it's very crowded here at NAB. And now I have a live production switcher. I can cut to you, I can cut to me, I can cut wide.
So that just automatically created a whole array of different shots to cut between.
Detect the faces and automatically create the shot. Now if I tap on me, and you watch, now we got a shot of me. So now I'm going to walk away, and you'll see the camera's going to follow me. And if I walk back, the camera's going to follow me back. And what it can do is track up to 8 people independently. So it's as if you have multiple cameras and multiple cameramen, each one following their subject.
So the app is just automatically following you. You don't actually need someone to physically be controlling that. That's doing it by itself.
That's correct. We've programmed the app to try to do everything a great production crew would do to make you a good videographer with minimal input.
And I saw before there's even an auto edit option.
Yeah. So let's turn on the auto edit right there, and I'm going to cut wide. So it's going to wait about 20 seconds until it figures out that nobody's doing anything, and then the app will try to cut the show for us.
And I even see just now it's just doing a very slow.
It is
sort of.
Yeah, you can see it's doing a very, very slow zoom out. So what the app is going to try to do is figure out who's talking, and who's moving a lot, and try to cut the show. So there it goes. It cut to the guy to my left. So now it's going to do its best. Now it's very noisy here. It's not going to do a great job, but typically it will detect who's talking. It will cut to them. If they talk for longer than 7 or 8 seconds, it will cut wide. If someone else starts talking, it will cut to them, and it will cut wide. It's really works really nicely if you've got someone giving a speech, because it will follow them and cut tight and wide. If you have 3 people on a panel, it'll do the show for you. If you're filming a ballet recital, you don't want to do auto editing, but it's pretty magical. And then the camera will do everything a normal camera can do. So if you want to do a zoom, you just pinch the zoom, count for 3 seconds, and let go, and then you'll get a 3-second zoom. Now, if you're shooting a wedding and you want a really slow, emotional zoom, again, you just pinch the zoom, and however long you touch the glass for is how long the movement will last. So if I sit here and talk to you for a few seconds, and then I let go, now we're going to get a really slow, emotional zoom, right? Which is something really hard to do with a camera if you're not very experienced. And then we built in easing and a little bit of acceleration and deceleration. We try to do all the things a professional would do, build it into the logic of the app.
So not only is this live mixing the different camera views, again from just one single camera, but you can live stream directly from this device as well.
Yeah, so you just push the record button, and you can record to the SD card, you can stream to Livestream, or you can stream to Facebook Live.
And that's recording HD?
It's streaming in 720p.
Gotcha. And live stream, and now also Facebook Live as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Great.
So first step with the sushi, I want to take you down here. I've got some prepared soba noodles. Now they've been drained and cooled. I'm going to add in a little bit of rice wine vinegar.
Soba noodles, 2 ways.
Yum! There you go, folks. Oh, we get a chance to make this at home.
So what kind of price point is that sitting at, and when can people expect to get their hands on one of them?
That's my favorite question. So the camera ships in July. The camera's retail price will be $399. If you pre-order it today at getmevo.com, it's available for $299, so you save $100, and you guarantee delivery before the camera gets into stores.
And there's an upgraded Pro version as well. What do you get with that?
Yeah, so if you look here on the microphone stand, you see the camera mounted on the Mevo Boost accessory. So the Mevo Boost accessory is really interesting. When the camera is mounted on the Boost, the whole unit is waterproof, IPX4. So if you're filming a concert or a Little League game outdoors and it starts raining, you don't have to worry about anything. The Mevo Boost adds 10 additional hours of battery life, so now you get 11 hours of battery in the unit, which is great for filming for a long time. And it gives you 2 additional streaming options. You can plug in Ethernet for a very reliable hardwire connection, and it supports 4G LTE modem, so you can plug a modem in. And LTE uses a lot of battery, which is why we put 10 hours in there, so you can very comfortably stream for 3 hours over LTE and not worry about the battery running out.
And what about audio connectivity? Is there a way of getting external audio into it?
Yeah, so it's another great question. Inside the mouth of the camera here, there's a microphone array with 2 high signal to noise ratio mics tied to a DSP, and it beamforms depending on where you're cropping to get the best audio from the scene. Because the camera is designed to be 2 or 3 meters away from the subjects, that proximity helps the audio a lot. If the subjects are mic'd, if you've got a handheld or lav going to a mixing board in the back of the room, you can run the mix into the headphone jack, and then inside of the Mevo app, you can control the mix between the amplified mix and the ambient microphones here. And then in the future, there's a USB input here on the back of the camera. So in the future, we're going to release some microphones that will plug right in here. So you got a lot of options.
So that is something that will be available at a later date, the ability to plug in an audio device into the USB straight into the device.
Yeah, but I think most people would prefer to go to a mixing board and have a professional mix and then run it into the app.
Yeah. Brilliant, perfect. Well, thank you very much for your time and giving us a bit of an overview of the Mevo system. So there you have it, Mevo, a very cool little camera and very well priced as well. Especially if you have a look at it now and potentially pre-order, you can save $100 off the price when it's released in July. It's getmevo.com.
Getmevo.com.
Getmevo.com. Check it out, have a look. Until next time, I'm Ben. See you soon.